We are back with another case study here today with my friend and great client, Matthew, all the way from the US. Matthew, how you doing, sir? You well?
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. Happy to be here.
I'm glad you're here as well. Where I always start with these case studies, and people will always like to hear it, is like a guy like yourself. How did you even find out you can sell on Amazon? You wanted to become an Amazon seller. Take us back in time a little bit to where that all began for you.
So it started probably 6 years ago. An old boss of mine was selling products on Amazon, but he was doing like retail arbitrage. He would buy pallets of overstocked items, returned items, and he would ship them to Amazon or ship them to the customer. And I got me really interested. So I looked into it a little bit more, and we ended up moving from California to Ohio, so it got put on the back burner. But more settled our roots here, I started looking into it again, and I found Marketplace Superheroes through a Facebook ad. Looked into it a little bit more, and just decided to make that call with Justin, and that's just where it all started. Like,
Wow, that's great. And so you obviously started within the Origin program, isn't that right, Matthew?
yes,
Yeah,
started in Origin.
you're a great testament to that. That's for sure. So you got involved. You as I said, cool to hear that your boss was doing that. I actually didn't know that. I don't know why I'd never asked you that before. So that's cool to hear. And so you got involved and you started learning. So how long would you say it took you to like kind of learn the basics and start to even come close to identifying that first product? Did it take you a little while? Did it take you a little bit longer? What did that look like for you?
For me, it took. I feel it did take not a long time. It took about a year, but I was working a job where I was crazy hours. I have kids. So I was coming home at night, waking up early to get it done, and it was a little bit of a stop and go.
Yeah.
Once I figured out a schedule, routine, how to do the task, it came really quickly. And I found my first product within that year, maybe it was like 8 months. And again, though, it was stop and go because I had the product, I knew it would do well, and I think it was that fear of moving forward with
Yeah.
it, the investment, that it sat there for maybe 3 months, that what I do with it, and I kept trying to get numbers and figure it out, like, and then finally I was like, you know what, like it just needs to happen. Like I just need to pull the trigger, get it going, and get the first product up. So yeah, it took about a year to get that first product up and
Yeah.
going and launch. So.
Would you say looking back now, knowing what you know now, you're like, man, why didn't I just this thing out sooner? Do you feel like that now, or do you feel like no, that was the right thing for me? What do you think about that?
I feel sooner would have been better, but I did learn along the way, like my style of learning, the way I learned. So, but it has helped me. Like I look back on that with first product,
Yeah,
and I have my two other products, and I didn't even hesitate with those. I was just
yeah,
like, you know what? I had a gut feeling. These are gonna work. These are gonna be great. My first product, I split to the US and the UK. I have the
yeah,
second products going to the US, UK, third product going to the US. So I'm making that like global expansion. And
yeah.
again, there was a little bit of fear there, but it was just like get it done. Like just do it.
Do it.
And
Your first product, that one sold out, didn't it? Am I right in saying that?
yes, that one sold out.
I think did it have like a slower start and then it just picked up, or I can't remember the story behind that one.
Somewhat of a slow start. I get like 2 or 3 sales a week. I think after 3 weeks though, it jumped up. But one day I had 11 sales, and some days I have eight. It was consistently 1 to 5 sales a day from I launched it in February to it was like May. It was sold out within like 3 4 months, and yeah, it was just consistently selling. Like it didn't stop. Sales were great. Like I was just watching the graph go up and up.
And probably maybe for you, probably maybe, there you go. For you at the time, would you say that you didn't reorder because maybe you still had a little bit of fear left in you at that time, or what was that about?
So the reorder, this was 100% my fault. I just wasn't thinking about it. And there was a video that Robert posted or post where he talks about if you sell X amount of products in your first week or
Yeah,
first 2 weeks, reorder that product.
yeah,
And I watched that video, read that post, sort of a little too late. I was like, oh man, I wish I was like, it just, and again, it's the learning curve. I'm learning the whole process. So it was just, I reordered it before it got out of stock, but it just wasn't in time. Like I knew it wouldn't be in time. I'm like, at least I can get the reorder in. It'll be at sea. It's the ball is rolling. It was just trial and error. Now I know for next time
Yeah.
I get
You've
to that
obviously,
point.
yeah, like you obviously increased the level of order on that first product when you were reordering.
Yes, I did. I
Very good.
doubled my order. The majority is going to the US, but I did
Yeah.
send like basically a trial order to the UK.
Yeah, yeah. See how that goes there. Okay, very good. And so the other two products, then you were mentioning that you got beyond some of your fears with that first item, haven't seen it come in, haven't seen it sell out, and so you were saying like you were able to choose two and three and pull the trigger a lot faster on those. What was that like? Is that like a thing of you're at that point where you're just like, I just know this works now, so I'm going to go do it, or what's been some of the mental changes you've had around that? Because that's something that holds a lot of people back.
The mental change is, yeah, that fear. When you see it done, not just like these testimonials are great, the videos, the posts, but for yourself, I feel when you actually take the action and do it and see the process and what it can produce. Because that was that sort of switch was, I wish I would have ordered more and I wish I would have sent it to the UK. If I would have done X and X, like this could have been
Sure,
way better. But it happened. I learned. Yeah, these ones where I just didn't want to hesitate, didn't want. Yeah, there's still that little bit of fear there,
sure.
but I'm not gonna let it hold me back. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go through it. These products I feel will sell great, and
yeah.
I will learn from them. And going to the UK, like I said, is really scary for me, but I'm moving forward with that, and I'm excited to see where that goes with these
Yeah.
products.
Be funny though, because you look back at this maybe a year or two from now, and you'd be like, "Why was I even scared?" Or "I'm going to talk about being scared. This is not something to be scared about anymore." And I think that's a natural thing too. Like we all, we have a level of like comfort, which you talk about quite a bit, and that level of comfort then it kind of is able to discomfort is able to increase as time goes on. And even for yourself, like your level of your comfort zone has been expanded quite a bit during this process. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like this wasn't anything I thought I'd ever be doing, but it's great the opportunities that have come my way because I've been open and not just stuck in my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Um, and just learning everything I can, just building my knowledge. So yeah, I feel the fear is always there. It's something we all live with,
Sure.
but not letting it stop you. Knowing that, okay, I have the knowledge and experience to go through this. I've done this before, or
Yeah.
I know someone who's done it before, so I know I can do it, and just pushing yourself past that. And yeah, not staying in that comfort zone of like, oh, well, what if this product doesn't work? Okay, if it doesn't work, learn from it. Take
Yeah.
it, take what you learn, improve on the next product. So it's something that you're always learning and evolving, and that's where I feel that fear goes away. So it's just sort of take a back seat
Yeah.
to your actions.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, so far you're 1 for 1, so you're doing pretty well
Yeah.
product wise. So that's a good record,
Yeah.
which I'm sure we'll see continue. But then when it comes to you're something you're very good at is product research. That's something I hear about you a lot in our different groups and stuff like that. So what would be just even a couple of simple research tips or things you've noticed while doing research that are you feel are very important when you're researching?
For me, it's, as Robert say, always be researching. I noticed the more I did it, the better I got at it. And in the beginning, when it was like stop and go,
Yeah.
it was like a chore. I'd get home from work and I'd be tired, falling asleep,
Yeah.
and like, oh, I gotta do product research. You're working a full-time job, just carving out a time block to research. Whether it's every other day, it's something on the weekends. The more you do it, you start to dig deeper into the level I talk about the roots, and you'll start to see these products. You'll be going through them and it'll just catch your eye. And you're like, okay, and then you'll segue off into that and just always, always be researching. Like, again, it's just something that you should be doing. It's like a muscle. The more you do it, the quicker you'll be to find the products. So that's where I feel it's gotten better for me, is just having those times a day. I've turned it into a game to where I write down I want to find two products, or at least want to leave with two products to segue from for my next time if I don't find two. Like,
Good.
so it's these little tasks, these little like notes I put for myself, and then even talking to suppliers, going through their catalogs and seeing what other products, because You find a product that works, and if they have another second product that hits the numbers, then you don't even have to do the research. It's already there. You're talking to the supplier.
Exactly.
So I've done that with a lot of my suppliers, asking for catalogs and doing like backwards research.
Brilliant. I
Um,
actually only did a video of that today for YouTube. It'll be out whenever it's out. But I had the idea of going to the supplier, starting there, bring it back to Amazon. So yeah, it's a great tip as well. It's a really effective one. And well, like we said, you get the catalog, you bring it, put it back through the system, check what works, and obviously have your research kind of routine down as well, which is brilliant.
yeah, exactly. It's just like I said, it's like a muscle. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it, and you'll start to see just those products. They'll stick out. They'll pop out real quick.
Love it, man. So then, over the next sort of 12 to 18 months, what's your plan for your business now? What's your focus now in terms of how many products you're looking at, or what are you looking to do? Keep your good items in stock. What's your real focus for you right now?
The next year, it's to get 5 to 10 products.
Yep.
I'm already working on 4 and 5, just figuring out numbers, but
Yep.
keeping them in stock. Like my minimum goal for this is to make $5,000 a month profit. That'll take care of the family, and then see where it can go from there. Like I know you
Yep.
can do a lot more than that,
Sure.
but that is just right now my first goal, where I want to hit. But I set a goal for myself by the time I was 35. I wanted to be. It was a food truck, but that will happen. But now it's like it's still a business, so I changed the goal a little bit to by 35, I want to be running a successful business. And once I get to that point, I know I'll get to that point, then I start doing the other goals and opportunities in my life.
Right.
But yeah, that's the first hurdle, and we'll see what happens after that. But keeping 5 products in stock, expanding on that, like I know it can be done. It's just again learning curve and going through everything.
Love it. I love it, man. But look, everybody in the community is behind you 100%. And everyone watching this video, I want you to jump into the comments and like this video down below and just give Matthew some go, Matthew. Let's just type that in there now just to give Matthew that sense of we're all behind him. I'm definitely with you all the ways. I wanted to see you do that. You will do that. There's no question about that. I'm excited for you. And I feel like you've shared a lot of inspiration for people today. I think the biggest thing, getting over that fear, was a big thing for yourself. You've done a great job at doing that. I feel like it'll inspire a lot of people today. So I just want to say thank you for taking some time out of your day to inspire us all. And I look forward to seeing you when you're 35, it's not too long, and seeing you having achieved all of these things and a lot more, because you'd be amazed what's possible. I'm constantly amazed with what's possible, and I know you'll do great, Matthew. So thanks so much.
Awesome, yeah. Happy to be here. Happy to share all this, and yeah, I'm excited to see where this will go, and happy to share updates along the way.